Yeah, exactly. Hey everyone. Just started the live stream. So welcome to the Vibe Sessions episode 2. So today we have a couple of new guests over. So we have Victor from Cert Hub as well as Kobe from V Market. So we'll I guess like just get right into it. I guess Theo, yeah, it's sorry, Theo as well from the DevRel team. Um, we'll get like right into the presentations, but I guess yeah. Take it away, Victor.
I think Victor might be having some technical difficulties. He said down in the
Oh,
in the private chat that he couldn't hear anything. Victor, can you hear us now, buddy? No. Okay.
Yes, right. Yeah, I
Oh,
can hear you
hey, my
right now.
man. He's in
oh,
the
perfect.
building.
I can hear. I cannot hear anything he
Uh,
says.
awesome.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Well, feel free to share your
what's the
screen or
plan?
just share your idea, and then yeah, we'll jump into that.
Okay. So my name is Victor, everyone, and I am working on, or rather, I'm building an application that I call it Setup, and its primary goal is to leverage the NFT technology in smart contracts because the technical idea is I want to create a platform where NFTs can be used because generally we all know that NFTs are supposed to represent real world items or real world assets. But in this case, I want to use NFTs as something they've never really been used for in the real world we have today, which are as certificates or as credentials in the real world. So I want to create an application or rather a platform where NFTs could be used as real world certificates. For example, if I was to share my screen here, share my screen. Oh, okay. I hope we can. Yeah. So perfect. So we have the Hub. This is like a live demo of what the general functionality of what this app is supposed to do. Yeah. I want to create a platform where NFTs could be tokenized as real world certificate, maybe as bachelor's degrees or as master's degrees, or even medical certificates or driver's licenses or anything that has to do with real world certificates and access rights. So I want to create a platform where institutions or organizations that render out certifications of whatever they offer, be it medical certifications or bachelor's degrees or master's degrees or or driving licenses or anything, could come on the platform and validate themselves and create a certificate. So this is like a live demo of the core functionality of what this app or what this decentralized application is supposed to do. So I want, obviously, there's still going to be a lot of more features and additions to the application. This is way beyond what it's supposed to do. But then this is just explains the general and core functionality of what it's supposed to do. So the general core functionality starts from where an organization can come and create a certificate. That is, this process is just like tokenizing a certificate as an NFT, and they could come and create their tokens here on this page and provide a way whereby the students where they offer their services to can come and create their can come and claim their certificates at the end of a certain period or program depending on the organizations. So the major functionality of the app, like I said before, is to dish out NFTs as general real world certificates. So the general technology I was thinking of adding to this platform is for security is generally we have the Merkle root and proofs. So like for example, take an organization wants to come and create an NFT or a certificate for their current batch, and they have the metadata and all that, and they could come and create a certificate. Take for instance, I want to create a certificate here. So first off, I come on the platform and I connect my wallet here. So I'm trying to let me. Okay. Sorry, tiny moment for. Okay, I will get back to that. I'll get back to that. So the first thing first is to come and connect your wallet, obviously. Then you could come and input the details of the certificate. For example, the institution name. I could say like Harvard. Then we have a certificate name like bachelor's bachelor's computer science, and we have the certificate ID. We could say like BSc CS 25, and I could choose the amount of certificates I want to mint for that batch that here. So we have like say we could mint like 100. We could mint like 100 certificates or 1,000, and yeah, we have the certificate quantity. Oh, sorry. This is I'm supposed to choose it here, right here. So then we have the quantity. We have like you could say like 100. Then this is where you pass your metadata URI. So I have a metadata URI fixed here already, and this is where. So the general idea is you could pass a list of addresses, and the front end would pass these addresses and generate a Merkle root and send it to the smart contract, and the smart contract saves the state of this generated hashes, and only the addresses that were involved in this hashing could come and create a certificate, just like only the addresses that were involved in this hashing could come and create the certificate. So generally, that's what a create certificate page would do. Then we have the claim certificates page. This is where students would come, or students that have gone through a particular training from an organization would come and claim their certificate that was issued by the organization in the create certificates page. And they would come here and claim their certificate, input their details and all that, and claim their certificates and all that. And we have a page where we could like verify the details of a certificate. Of, for example, you issue a new NFT, a certificate. You could come and expand the certificate and look at what it does generally. Then we have the verify page where a third party organization, because the general goal is I want this platform to be something whereby people could use to prove their qualifications for their job applications or something, or where organizations could use to verify the authenticity or the legitimacy of an application of a credential or certificate by a job applicant or anybody that comes job seeking in an organization. And you could use this they could use this platform to verify or authenticate that a certificate is legitimate, because there would be, for example, we have the Merkle root and proofs. We create the general foundation core security that only a verified and a validated candidate can come and claim this certificate that was issued by institution generally. So basically, where this application is going right now would be on the AI and on the AI native DApps and real-time systems. And the AI native DApps because I am generally considering a feature where organizations, when they want to create a certificate, could come on the app and talk to an AI agent on the platform, and they could communicate, have a chat with the AI and tell it what they want to do, and they could send like the details of the transactions of the kind of certificates they would like to create. Also, I'm planning on adding a feature where organizations the AI could automatically generate a metadata um, URI for the organizations. They won't have to go on third-party websites to create a metadata file. There, I would use like the APIs to connect, maybe like the AIs to Pinata or something, and they could come and create a certificate for themselves. And like the AI would generate certifications URIs automatically for a certificate. And also, I want to create like something that makes it comfortable for an organization to come and actually, for example, they could just pass a spreadsheet of the names and the addresses they would like to hash that would qualify for a certificate and all that. And the AI would take this spreadsheet, pass it in its backend, and send it to the smart contract and provide the results to the users, to the organization that comes to create a certificate. So also part of the features is that I'm thinking of like something whereby not just anybody can come and create a certificate. Like for example, there has to be a security format where not just anybody can come and create just any certificate. It has to be unique. When an organization comes to the platform to create a signature, it has to be unique to them, because we do not want a situation whereby an organization creates a certificate and a third party member could come on the platform and forge the certificate. So we want to create using the leveraging the AI technology. We want to create something whereby the AI could detect the uniqueness of an organization and control how certificates are being created, not just by anybody, but it has to be verified that this organization creating the certificate is indeed legit and they do have the rights to create this certificate. So overall, right now, that is the general and core functionality I want this application to have. So yes, sort of a platform that generates digital certificates to for organizations, and people can come and claim it and use it for job applications and whatnot. So yes, this is like the general overview of how it is supposed to work. So which method? So looking at the comment, which method will you use for verification of certificate? So, like I said before, the method for verification of certificates would include a Merkle root and proofs. Like I said here right now, you pass the address, the list of addresses you want, to the smart contract right here, and you could generate a Merkle root and proofs file. If I click on this button now, it downloads a proofs file here. So I could open this up, and right here I would have me a page of Merkle roots and proofs of addresses that were passed to the front end right here. So you see it. So a Merkle roots and proofs is the method in which just anybody can come and claim a certificate. So far, their addresses were hashed to claim the certificate batch for that particular year. Can AI verification be tampered if I generate a fake certificate and include proofs? So exactly, this is just what I talked about the last time. We're trying to use create an AI agent that could detect or the uniqueness of organizations, because we do not want a situation where an organization can come and create a certificate and just a third party person could come on the platform and create that same certificate or forge it. It has to be unique. So the AI agent would be there to basically do the fraud proof, to confirm the fraud proof and verify institutions based on. And also, there would be a feature where organizations or institutions would have to sign a message to verify their wallet addresses or other forms of verification to ensure their uniqueness, and you would be registered to the AI agent that this is indeed like a verified institution. So yes, this is majorly what the AI would be using. Like the strength of the AI would be on the platform to use for the verification of the authenticity of an organization. Not just anybody can come and create or forge just any certificate from the platform. So yes, any further questions?
Awesome. I think
Have I been very audible?
Yeah. Everything you said was very clear. Thank you also for giving like the future extensions. Like very excited to see you integrating more on the on that AI front and seeing how these certificates can be more automated. I think definitely can see this being
Yeah.
a tool where if you make it easy enough can be used by many people. But yeah, perfect. Thank you, Victor, so much
Oh,
for giving your
that is the goal. That's the plan.
perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Okay.
for
So
giving your presentation on Third Hub. Yeah, I guess if
yeah.
anyone has
So please,
any questions. Oh, sorry, there's a
yes,
bit of a
please,
delay.
any questions or suggestions?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of delay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think
No worries. No worries.
connection issues.
Perfect. I guess we'll bring on our next guest for this. But thank you so much, Victor. And we'll definitely like you did post on the Ideathon, so I'll give
Thank you.
everyone like in the little chat, I guess, like a reference to your forum post. And if they have any further questions, they can ask you
Thank you.
over
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Perfect. So for our next guest, we will actually have a bit of a partner introduction from Nexum Labs. So I'll bring on board Mary to the stage. Hi, Mary. How are you?
Hi, Paver. I'm good. Very nice to be here today. Hi, everyone.
Awesome. I
Okay.
guess I'll let you take the stage. Present a little bit about Nexum, and then if anyone has any questions, I'll refer them to you. But you have the stage.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce myself. I'm Miri from the marketing team at Nexum Labs, and it's great to be here today with the Metis and HyperHack community. At Nexum Lab, we are very excited to support this hackathon and see all the amazing ideas that builders will bring to life. So basically, Nexum Lab is a research-driven lab and tech-free accelerator focused on blockchain and AI. We explore innovative crypto application and experiment with new technologies, and also work closely with the early stage startup, but mostly in the Southeast Asian area. So our goal is to have founders and team bring their idea into life, whether it's through mentorship, incubation, or long-term collaborations. And our visions. So we believe that blockchain and AI will fundamentally reshape the digital economy. So our visions is to be a catalyst of that transformation by supporting the next generation of decentralized products and helping ideas evolve into impactful solutions that can contribute to the long-term growth of Web3. So as a partner of HyperHack, we are like right now we don't have we're not providing any specific SDK or API for developer. Instead, our focus is helping teams and with early stage product development. We can offering you guys mentorship, technical guidance, incubation opportunities, and connection with the Web3 ecosystem. So we also constantly researching new trend in blockchain and in AI that can help inform and inspire developers. So we bring a unique blend of deep blockchain and AI research with hands-on experience with startup in building a strong connection focused on helping founders with the very early stage from IT to the product market fit. And unlike other accelerators, we focus only on growth. We not only focus only on growth or investment, but we deeply care about product qualities and long-term visions. So we want to creating for the value for the Web3 space. And right now for the HyperHack, we are simply looking to reward the creativity, originality, and projects that push the boundaries of what's possible in this space. We also available throughout the hackathon to chat with teams and also provide feedback and mentor if needed. Well, we encourage builders to think boldly, explore new application on blockchain and or AI, so that we can bring the value to Hyperion. And if any team would like to direct input or feedback, so you guys can reach out for us, and we will very happy to support. But right now, the dev teams of Nexum Lab is kind of busy. We have to support many different projects. So at this time, we don't have a dedicated workshop, but like we are staying active in the HyperHack community and very open to connecting. So if any team want one-on-one feedback or quick mentoring session, just about the technology, just ping us and we will like gladly make time for it. So to connect, you guys can just go to our X nexum.apps. So yep, the DMs are open. So we are happy to support builders in whatever way we can. And lastly, just wanna thank you for having me today. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary, for joining. I guess we have one question from Ariane. Does Nexum Labs work like a cohort based or on like a rolling basis?
Oh, let me check the questions. No, actually in our labs, we are not just only look for the projects that have opportunities, potential, but we also build some our projects. Yeah, and one of the project we have incubated successfully is Gamesware. If you guys have been in Metis for a long while, you guys will know that Gamesware Social is one of our successful projects.
Awesome. Yeah, GM Squared. I think they are participating as well in the HyperHack, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
Yeah, you'll see submissions from them. I think they're also, everyone is heads down building right now, but you'll see like a lot of familiar faces. But yeah, I guess hopefully that answered your question, Ariane. but yeah, I guess thank you so much, Mary, for giving an introduction to Nexum Labs. I'll definitely post all of the socials in all of the channels so everyone can has a chance to reach out. And yeah, I guess thank you so much for joining and presenting.
Thank you.
Awesome.
See ya.
Awesome. So our next presenter will be a HyperHack project, but actually a Metis OG from the ecosystem. It is Kobe. So here, how are you, Kobe? Presenting vMarket.
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. Thanks for the opportunity to show off what we're building, and thanks for hosting the hackathon. I think this is awesome. And as a Metis OG, I've been like looking through a lot of the post on the HyperHack forum or on the Hyperion forum, and it's very evident to me that some of the like wording and the operations of this HyperHack is like clearly trying to resolve like previous errors that either that Metis has made or that other ecosystems have made in their either like grant programs or hackathons. And so I just want to like kudos to you guys for doing that. That's awesome. Definitely like attention to detail and like listening to the feedback. And I think that's really important. So yeah, so shout out to you guys. Shout out to all the some familiar faces in the audience. I see you, Han, my guy, my Kanka, as he says. Heck yeah. So, and yeah, shout out Mary and the Nexum team and GM Squared. They've been awesome, like value add and asset to the ecosystem, and they're good people too. So yeah, excited to be around some familiar faces and some good ones at that.
Awesome. Yeah. And as well, like great to always have you. You stuck by and then definitely provided like real good contributions, especially with Vesta DAO, and then where you're taking it further with your upcoming HyperHack project with vMarket. Tell us about it, I guess.
Yeah. Awesome. So I am actually I did pull up some like some previews. So later on I'll pull up that just at the very end as a little bit of a tease. And so just to provide some backstory, we did have a predictions market on Metis, and we're able to, just like I said with you, Pavel, like just like you guys have kind of like learned from previous people's mistakes, whether they're others or your own. I've been able to send a product similar to market and realize, okay, what are the biggest hurdles? Like what's not working, what is working, and stuff like that. And it was like completely unfunded. I cooked it up. And it was a great like learning experience. And so with that being said, the largest problem that I've seen, and this also happens at larger prediction markets or in more populated ecosystems as well, is that the number one problem is participation. And so I'm going to shelf that. So remember that. And then I'm going to kind of like go into a little pitch here, and we'll get back to the participation. So what is vMarket? Well, it's a prediction market that lets anybody trade on the future, predict the future with vMarket, right? So like whether it's sports, news, tech events, or even just memes or like random internet culture stuff, you can do that on vMarket. And so here's the like user journey or whatever, right? Your user experience, right? So we've simplified the experience. So the user buys either yes or no tokens on any outcome, just like taking a side in a prediction or taking a side in a bet, which I don't like to use that word. So our platform, we're also going to be using Uniswap v4 as like the AMM engine as well. So which opens us up to some more like creativity on what we do with the fees, and of course like the concentrated liquidity as well. And so that basically means that you can freely buy and sell your positions at any time, which prices are set live by the pool dynamics. And so there's no like waiting, there's no lockup periods. If you don't want to wait for the market to settle, you can just flip that position, right? So like, let's say you got in right when the market started and it was at like a delta neutral, where yes tokens for the outcome were the same price and no tokens were and so let's say you were able to like beat the arbitrage bots or whatever. Well, you can and then let's say you picked the favorite and then that favorite went up from, you know, whatever, 1 cent per token to like 99 cents. Well, you just did a 99x on that. So you don't necessarily need to wait for the market to settle for you to earn those funds if you want to. So you can just basically flip. And so that's the original idea, was like a predictions market for traders, and it still is. But I want to kind of abstract, or I'm going to like abstract a lot of that complexity away from the front end to just make it accessible back to my first point, participation, right? And so when the market resolves, only the tokens on the winning side can be redeemed for the underlying asset, which in this case would be Metis, and all value remaining in the pool is distributed among the winning token holders in proportion to their share of tokens in that pool. And the losers, ERC20 tokens, they now become worthless. So the more wrong bets there were, the bigger the payout for the winners. But the payout always reflects the live market action, and it's not a fixed amount. And so what makes vMarket different is the AI-powered liquidity vault, and it's probably my favorite part as well. And so, like I said before, most markets, they struggle with liquidity, thin books, things like that. But our vault will automatically allocate funds across all open markets. So the liquidity stays deep, spreads and prices stay tight, and then anyone can trade in or out instantly, kind of like that, like flipping your position example that I gave earlier. So LP in the vault, LPs or liquidity providers, they can just deposit once and then get passive exposure to every single market or every single potential outcome on vMarket without having to like micromanage the position. You can think of it almost like if you wanted to provide liquidity on Uniswap or Hercules, right? Well, you have to pick a pool to LP in. But imagine if you could just go to a single vault that gives you exposure to the entire DEX. That's what our like single unified liquidity vault is trying to achieve there. And so again, like I said, the Uniswap V4 background or backbone, it means that we can offer dynamic fees, do concentrated liquidity, and even custom hooks to like do cool and creative stuff. And so, yeah, it just opens the door to innovative market designs, better incentives, and advanced features as we mature, as the project matures. And so in terms of settlement, we're going to be doing like a hybrid Oracle system at first, right? So since funds are low, we can't automatically start using the biggest and best Oracle for settlement out there, but we're going to be using some trusted APIs that we've used in the past, like Sports Monks for the sports scores and things like that, and then in the future, build into a more decentralized and like permissionless, like Oracle backed approach. But for speed's sake and to just, get to market, simplify everything, even for us in the back end, go with APIs initially. So I think I got one more thing here. Clean interface, which I'll show you a little teaser here in a second. But the bottom line is that this like new version of vMarket V2, it lets you profit from what you know and not just what you own. And anyone can participate, trade, and of course, potentially profit. DeFi grade flexibility and also AI powered simplicity. And one thing I forgot to mention, which I'll show you in the little demo here too, is that not only is the AI or is the vault going to be using like AI to reason as well, kind of like in this automation flow, there'll be like reasoning models to like check the work through the flow. We will also be having our mascot, Vic, which he is a friendly llama. Very cool, though. Very, very cool llama. He's going to be able to be your assistant. So the like phase one, like a chat assistant in app. And so like phase one, he's going to have access to like read functions on the smart contract. So he'll be able to get like the vault, like the liquidity delta for a particular market, maybe talk about how participants have been trending. Like maybe maybe users initially thought the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl, but as news came out, the user the single source of truth started to lean the other way, and then this is the current results, blah blah blah. So things like that, basically to help you make more thought out prediction decisions. Now, it won't be giving you financial advice directly, but it will provide all the data in like a human, like an easy to understand, plain English, for a human to understand, right? That doesn't know anything about read or write functions. And so speaking of write functions, that would be like later down the road is for Vic to actually operate on your behalf and be like more agentic, where you can have it do the read functions, you get the information you need, and you say, okay, now deposit, 1 Metis into the Yet. Like I want to buy 1 Metis worth of Yes shares for X, Y, or Z market. And yeah, so basically, again, just all of it comes back to solving the core problem of low participation, right? And if we like, the easier we can make it, and the more we can abstract the complexity away, the more likely we are for people to participate. And the fact is that most people a lot of people they just don't like to predict, or they don't like to wager. It's just not their style. They would rather go buy, whatever shit coin is coming out that day. That's their version of gambling. But if those same people, if they just want to like have exposure to the predictions market, but they don't really like want to do the predictions, well, then they can just park their funds in the vault and set it and forget it. Okay, yeah, let's see.
Cool. Yeah, Kobe. And then also you said you had like an interface as well that you want to.
Yeah. I'll show it off a little bit. It's a work in progress. I had it like done, but I'm like, this is not good enough, and so I've kind of been iterating the UI a few times. So yeah, let's share my screen here.
Cool. I like how the goal is always like simplicity. So I'll Well, I see your screen, but let me know when you want me to like bring it up to
okay, yeah, you can bring it up now. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
All right, cool. Am I up?
We can see it.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is like this version of the homepage right now, right? Like predictions meet DeFi AI. Got a cool like floating nav bar that goes away when you scroll. I like that. And then some cards here. So the theory is that the thought is that we're going to have these like insights here and also some markets as well underneath that. And let's go to explore markets. So this is just a demo page. Don't mind the outdated, predictions there. But yeah, pretty cool here. My favorite part here is the little animation that when you cycle through them, yeah, there we go. When you cycle through them, they kind of go like Brady Bunch style. So yeah, so super easy to use there. And then you can click on one, boom. Then here's your buy yes or buy a no share. And then there's going to be a chart here, right? So like I said from the beginning, the original thought was, prediction market for traders. And so we're still trying to stay true to that. And so here's like a little put like a hypothetical, like, mock data chart. So boom, there's your charting of this market, right? And then let's see, I do have a loader demo too. So yeah, let's say that's a failed transaction. That's failed transaction would look like. But we're going to be on Hyperion, right? So there aren't going to be any failed transactions. So there's this little animation that we built there as well. Do I have any other one? Yeah, so this would just be the insights kind of like homepage. Again, this is just a demo page. And then this is the fun part, right? So this is your chat. Very familiar experience, has like ChatGPT or Gemini vibes. And so, yeah, you'd be able to talk to him. And then here's some like suggested prompts, right? Like, what's the current market sentiment? Show me the top performing markets. Explain the Volt Delta metric or how does the liquidity system work, right? So not only is it going to be for people to get insight on a particular market, but also like, how the heck does this thing even work? You know what I mean? And so often that is, I mean, not often, that is a point of friction for folks that have never used a prediction market, or it's a new prediction market experience. And so I'm trying to reduce as much friction as possible while like still making it advanced in certain areas for the people that want it. So yeah, so here's your regular interface, and obviously, you know, not the boom, Vic is coming soon. This is a preview of the interface, and then on the rest of the site, you'll have this little bubble, this little like you know, again, a familiar chat box there. I.e. the Metis documentation website, I believe, even has something like this too. So yeah, so that is it in terms of the visual demo. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited, man. Yeah, really excited. And especially like, you know, the whole like trading and like swapping and like flipping idea, like taps into kind of like the degenerate, like Web3 mindset, but it's made possible by Hyperion. Right? Like without a fast blockchain, like it just wouldn't really do it justice. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to fire this baby up on testnet and get things rocking very shortly.
Yeah, and very cool. Yeah, some like expansion ideas, I guess off the top of my head would maybe be like, as you said, you can exit a position without it finalizing. So maybe there's like some ways to set like stop losses on like specific positions and then have it like automatically maybe like rebalance.
Well,
so
V4 lets you do those things, right? So like you could do I know you can do limit orders, right? So you can do limit orders, or at least they provide the environment for you to create like a hook to make the to customize the limit orders, or to make like a custom hook for limit orders. But like if you can do limit orders, then why couldn't you do a stop loss? That's a really good idea, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, and then like as well, like maybe having your thesis, and then you like can talk to the AI about like, you know, here's my thesis of how things are going. If you're thinking that like, you know, oh no, we're heading towards a recession, and you know, it can be more in that like conservative mindset, and then or maybe, you know, as like a fun way, you can have like different types of agents, maybe like trade as a different like personality type, like you have like the boomer index or the zoomer index, and then they trade on like, you know, the whatever that kind of personality would essentially think.
Right. And we are going to, you know, this is like expensive, right? Like, you know, API costs and stuff like that, but kind of like the vision is that we would give the agent access to like scraping tools, like whether it's like social sentiment, about anything, whether it's like social sentiment or just like what's going on Google, like water or the news and things like that. That way it wasn't just kind of like limited to whatever like the LLM has in its knowledge base. And so, yeah, with that, you open it up to, okay, like you could actually create these like personalities based on like what Gen Z is talking about on Twitter, or what are the, you know, the boomers talking about, or whatever. So yeah, thank you, dude. Any questions, or did I just crush the pitch that well that there's no questions? That must be.
No, we don't have any questions.
You absolutely crushed it. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
people are blown away.
Yeah. Definitely we'll post like your handle, give Kobe a follow, and then I'll post that like on all of the live streaming things that we're on right now. So, but yeah, any last words that you wanna say to the people?
Yeah, I mean, so like, how could you participate now, or like how, like, if yes, there are some closing things that I would like to say. One way that you guys could help is to, of course, like pop into our Telegram. which is it's actually on my forum post too for the submission. And so, yeah, you can hop in there. You can follow us on Twitter, which is just at VMarket underscore 3 underscores after that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. We are going to be maybe looking for some volunteers, right? And so scouting for marketers, designers, community mods, developers, all around cheerleaders. Oh, and speaking of developers, we are going to, just like the previous version of VMarket, we will be making the repo public as well. And we invite people to, look for bugs when we drop at least the testnet version. Look for bugs, submit PRs, like get involved however you'd like. And yeah, and if none of that excites you, just follow us on Twitter and stay in the loop. And like I said, like help us solve the problem of low participation. And so, we're going to here, I can pull up the Twitter here. So we are going to be, what's it called? Yeah, you can tell I've been looking at UI stuff there. Okay, there we go. VMarket. Cool. So yeah, this is our Twitter profile. We're in the process of like deleting all of our old stuff for like a little fresh start. So yeah, if you want to tap in here, man, we're calling ourselves the prediction layer of Metis. And yeah, really, really excited to see how not only VMarket can be used for like traditional prediction market stuff, right? Like betting on football games or predicting on football games or who's going to win X, Y, or Z election. Like I've been talking to some folks and some folks have been sharing some things with me around like governance and prediction markets. Now, it's still quite an abstract concept to me, but I know that there is some really, really smart people in our ecosystem that are much smarter than me. I just click buttons, buy stuff, and then lose money on it. That's pretty much all I do. But yeah, so with all that being said, I'm excited to see like kind of what creative ways that the prediction markets can be used, i.e. governance, voting, there could be some really like cool use cases here that I haven't even thought of myself. And I think, and that's kind of why I really want to lean into the Uniswap V4, just because it gives us more, it's more of a playground for us, right? And also like from a marketing standpoint, saying that we're on Uniswap V4, it does make it a little bit more marketable as well, like innovative and new and things like that.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Kobe, so much for giving that talk and that showcase. Very, very good to see that you're continuing to essentially extend the prediction market to add in new useful features for easier adoption into this, and great to see you taking these ideas and implementing them. Definitely
nobody was using it, bro. Straight up, I had no users. I had 0 users. And so I've been sitting with this like low participation problem for months, if not a whole entire year. And so yeah, it just is a natural progression for me personally, for the predictions market in general, and for the ecosystem.
Yeah. Like we'll hopefully get that the lower participation into something where by during the hyper hack we have some incentive campaigns planned to hopefully boost that and to get some good activity present. So yeah, we'll probably announce that closer to when everything becomes like near the July 15th date during the build and battle test stage. So I'll let you know when that's happening. And yeah, perfect. I'll I guess shift it. Thank you so much, Kobe. And I guess we'll do some like final words for from our end on the hackathon fronts. But thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you guys. Cheers.
Thanks, Kobe.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. All right, and I guess we have one question from Han related to parallel transactions for Hyperion in terms of how they function. So I guess, well, off the top of my head, I didn't really have the adequate like information, but essentially, if transactions don't access the same memory, they will essentially run in parallel. If they're all accessing like the same form of memory, they will run sequentially. But that's essentially the general idea of parallel transactions, is that if they don't influence the same set of memory, it will run in parallel, which means that it can higher throughput, more transactions, more operations. So it can be committed to all of that. Some important, I guess, announcements is that we closed the registrations for the Ideathon stage, so that closed on June 15th. If by whatever means that you have an application and that you maybe posted it somewhere but then it got lost, please feel free to DM me or Thiru. We're here to help, bring hopefully your project to a state where you're spending time and effort and energy. We want to make sure to give it that light of day, so making sure that you have things going. And yeah, I guess Thiru, anything that you would want to add on this? Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Yep. So one more thing is, if any other projects watching this, I'm audible now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So if any other projects watching this, so you could also be a part of this vibe session. Maybe the like next episode. So we have a forum post for applying project and talk about what you're building, similar to the projects we had today, both with Kobe and Victor. So you can be the next participants in this vibe session. So you can, if you can't find the forum post, you can DM either me or Pawan, so we can help you with it. So we have a question from Aryan. So will there be some offline events in India? We haven't planned anything yet. So, but down the line we will definitely have some offline events, workshops in India. Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
we will
yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then I guess another question, like if you've already participated in a vibe session, can you do so again? Yeah, absolutely. If you've made some progress within your application that you want to showcase, feel free to do so. And yeah, like the application is in the forum, so feel free. We highly encourage anyone that's currently building from idea to application to ready-made product. If you're looking for new users, come in, apply. We definitely want you on to showcase. Awesome. Well, if that's it, thank you everyone for joining this week's vibe sessions, and I guess we'll see you on the next one and in the chats. Thanks everyone.
Yeah. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.